everyone. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, free time. Farewell, sex. So long, golf on TV. I'll miss you, privacy. Goodbye, being honest about how many beers I've had. Nice knowing you, my own choices. See you later, money.
More than that. More than that.
Welcome to More Than Dad Podcast. I'm your host, Lou Mobe. I'm joined by the coolest guy on earth, Dre Moore.
What's good, y'all?
And we also got 30 for 30 Aaron in the building.
What's good, y'all?
Man, how's dad life?
Yo, my son is crazy, bro. Yo, he been drawing lately, yo, like worse than like what he's normally done. So I was just gonna tell y'all. So last week, me and Aaron, we go to get some ramen, right? So Aaron put me on this ramen spot. Never had ramen before. I never eat oodles and noodles again. Right. Mm-hmm. So we go to the ramen spot. So we in there eating the ramen. Ash, you know, he doing Ash. He just talking too much, being bad, loud, all the stuff he just like normally do. So like it just get to a point when like I'm just like, yo, we about to just leave. So I'm like, are you ready to go home? Aaron think it's so funny. I'm like, are you ready to go home? He talking about some no, Dre. Like, so Aaron is cracking up. I'm like, yo, it's like not funny, yo. So
Bro,
then
I couldn't breathe. Yo.
from that moment on, I was Dre, bro.
He don't call you dad no more?
Not the rest of that time we was in that joint. It was just like Dre. Matter of fact, I think I got a video. I think I got a clip of it. I do.
Yo, Ash really.
Stop calling me that. Sit down.
Yo, your son is out of pocket, bro.
He was bugging, yo. He wouldn't stop, bro.
You sure y'all made him?
I think so.
Bro, where is he from, man?
Another planet.
How's dad life
Ash
for you?
got this thing with cursing, bro. Yeah. Ash just love cursing. He just love to curse. Like I don't
He
get
be
it.
drawing, bro.
That life cool though. Lodge be chilling. Report cards came out this week. My man got honors.
Lodge got honors?
Yeah, he get it most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, somebody
Lodge book smart, man. His common sense though.
Aaron be cursing
That's
Lodge
different.
out all the time.
If his common sense got graded, I don't know.
Damn, he that bad, bro?
Man,
To me,
listen.
yeah. Because I'm all common sense. So to me, yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dad life has been good, man. It's, holiday season. We went and took like family photos for Christmas, and
Y'all did the matching pajamas?
no, we didn't do the pajamas this year. You know, we normally do our Macy's commercial pajamas
Or
and
the
all.
jeans set? Or the jeans shirt?
Yeah, we didn't do it. We didn't do that. We did coordinate color wise, but it definitely wasn't pajamas. But
Solid.
shout out Jo. Jo always hold it down with the photographer stuff. We go out to Oxford, PA, to take pictures at his folks' crib, and we get all the way there, and there's all this Santa talk and holidays this whole way down there. And Manny get in there and treat him like he like Santa like his dad. He like hugging on him. He all teeth. And then also the polar opposite. She won't go near that. Won't go near Santa, dog. She was just terrified of Santa. She crying in like every picture cause Santa right there. And I was just thinking like how like Manny at home like writing extensive Christmas lists. Like his list is like crazy. Like it's like all these things he want, like 4 or 5 things. He like handwriting them. He drawing me pictures. And then when he sees Santa, he like telling Santa like, yeah, I want a glass eyeball and I want this. It's like he going crazy. And then also over here like behind me, like won't even like she wouldn't even sit on Santa's lap, bro.
There's no part to the white man, cuz.
Cause of the red coat.
Yeah,
man.
she with no parts of that.
Yeah,
Yo, Tone, before the Christmas list thing, Tone sent me a picture of Wyatt Christmas list like yesterday or 2 days ago. First of all, I had all this stuff on it, like scooters, all this stuff. But he wrote Jordan 4s on that joint. But it says specifically after the Jordan 4. Like it said Jordan 4s, and then it said specifically. Like, don't
He
bring
wrote
me.
specifically.
Yeah, he wrote specifically, yo. Like, don't bring me some other. Like, don't just bring me some other sneaks or like some. It said Jordan 4s specifically.
No
How
fives.
old is he? Can't be
He
old.
5 or
Bro, that's
6.
drawing. That's drawing. Don't tell me what to get you specifically. at 5.
Specifically, bro. He 5 because Ash is 6. Yeah,
Y'all be seeing these kids with these PowerPoint Christmas lists.
No, I ain't
Nah.
seen it.
I've seen like 4 or 5 videos of these kids putting together these prestige presentations of their Christmas list.
No, I ain't seen it.
Yeah,
Creative, bro. They using that technology, bro.
Right.
No, what we got to talk about, man?
It's our anniversary episode, bro. 2 years in.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what we doing?
Yes, this is what we doing today.
Oh man, how did I forget our anniversary? No, happy.
You need some Tony Tone.
No, happy anniversary. 2 years to More Than a Dad, and all our supporters and listeners and everybody that's a part of our dad community. You know.
Absolutely.
Happy anniversary, yeah.
Almost
Thanks,
didn't make
bro.
it.
Oh, yo, what you mean?
Almost.
Listen, man. Out of our long hiatus, was trying to see if we was coming back, yo.
No, it was crazy, man. The summer break turned into, well, it was supposed to be a month break, and it turned into a summer break. And I was just like, man, I just hope we get straight to come back, man. People was hitting us, you know, so I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous.
No, we just coming back.
You know, but like some highs from the year, man. You know, I think we eclipsed like 500 cities worldwide. Pod was played in over like 33 countries where the pod was played in. What else I got for you that's like more than a dad business? We had our first paid speaking engagement. We did 2 speaking engagements this year. We had our first paid speaking engagement. I thought that was kind of big for us to go
Absolutely.
speak up at IUP. This year was a very challenging year just because I think we endured a lot personally. Like I said this to somebody recently, I was saying like, you know, between my daughter getting sick, trying to get promoted at work and getting promoted at work and then buying a house, it was like a very like taxing year, whether it's professionally, emotionally, family. You know, it was a very like I was burnt out like at that time. Like
Right.
when that had came through, I was burnt out. So I'm so happy to still have everything going and us to triumph over that and be back in an even better space with a more better product, you know.
Yeah, no, we way better. Like I just think like the content that we putting out now, like, is probably like light years ahead of where it was when we started. And for us to not be doing it that long and to just pick that up, like, I think we hit it in the right direction. Like, I think it's only gonna get bigger and better.
A lot of people sound like we say that we sound free. You know, we don't have the studio pressure. We don't have the time
There's no
restraints.
overhead, yo.
There's no overhead. So now you getting like Dre Unlock up there.
Yo, chill, bro. Trying to take us to the next level.
Aaron, how you feel about year 2, completing year 2?
Just that. You can hear the difference. You can hear y'all growth, especially with the non-time restraint. If y'all could just talk about what y'all want to talk about and take the time that y'all want to talk about it, it just make for a better product. So this last year, especially these last couple months, it's been the best product I feel like y'all put out since.
No, I appreciate that, see. I appreciate that feedback. Thanks, Aaron. But we got to get together. Maybe we'll do another dad link.
Yeah, to celebrate. Yeah,
Celebrate.
absolutely. That's a fact.
Well, once we get the particulars together, we'll invite everybody to come dad link with us for our 2-year anniversary.
Hey, yo.
But, you know, we ain't going to bore y'all just with all this.
Anniversary talk. So we're going to jump into these topics. So it was a video posted the other day online where a dad brought his daughter back to her mom, and she had a new hairstyle that his new girlfriend had put in her hair, and the mom cut the hairstyle out the girl's hair.
like her hair. She cut her hair.
Like the ends of her hair and
Like
got
the
the
ends
beads.
of her hair
Like
where
to
the
get the
beads
beads
was at.
off.
Like, but it was her hair. It wasn't like weave hair. It was like her hair.
Like I'm not saying it's not the same as the video where the lady cut the girl bald or basically like cut like a
How old was this little girl?
no older than 5.
Yeah,
Small kid.
A little small kid.
He wrong.
He wrong.
He's wrong.
He's wrong for letting his new girlfriend do his kids' hair.
Without mentioning it, yeah.
Okay.
Especially when the kids that small, they don't really got saying much. He just did it, or he just asked her to do it. You gotta, especially depending on your relationship with the co-parent. If you know when your co-parent gonna trip on something. So if he knew that and just did it anyway, he wrong.
If Lodge Step Pop took him to get a haircut, would you be tripping?
If I couldn't, I'd take him to get a haircut. So if I was unable to do it and he did it, no. But if
he just did it on his own,
then we would have a problem.
But what would really be the problem? He's like overstepping, or like what would be the Dre?
Well, it wouldn't be a problem with him. It would be a problem with my co-parent. Why wouldn't you let me know, or why didn't you discuss him getting a haircut elsewhere?
Right.
He has a barber, and he has a schedule. So
Right.
if you did it on your own, then you did it on your own. It would be an issue. Yeah.
All right. I mean,
I agree with Aaron when he said like you definitely should have like a conversation, especially like if you know somebody going to trip, like you kind of got to get in front of something, like it's damage control, like like as men, like that we know like how like things, like you already be thinking in your head like, man, like this how this situation might play out. I just don't know if you ever think like it's gonna go to the extremes of like she gonna cut this out, like she gonna take it out on the kid.
right.
Yeah, that was excessive, but her reaction is definitely obsessive. But he definitely wrong to begin with, in my eyes.
True.
No, I agree. I mean, I don't have a co-parent in the situation to like really speak on. So everything seems like very heightened and exaggerated to me. But like once again, I'm married and I'm not like there's not like another household to like figure things out and like what's too much and too not. That's why I was kind of leaning on you guys to.
Like I mean, like I said, like it's, I don't know, like I've never really been in that situation where like
if the mom just stepped in and got Lodge haircut or Little Dre haircut, is it a problem?
like if their own mom did it.
Yeah. Like you said, Lodge got his barber, he has a schedule. And then out of nowhere, if his mom just is like,
Probably, yeah, it would
Yes,
still be a
it's the
problem. Like
same
you just
exact
not,
problem.
yeah,
it's still the same problem.
yeah,
Same
it's
exact
still the
problem.
same
It
problem.
doesn't
Like, you-
matter who took him.
It's your thing. It's
Yes.
it's a okay.
Yeah, like it's still like, yeah, it would still be like I said, like you just can't like it's shit for your kid got braids. Like if Dre has braids or something, and like I pick him up, and then like I just decide I'm gonna cut his braids off, like I'm wrong.
He's wrong.
Like without like, and that's my kid. Like I can't just like without consulting his mom. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna cut his hair off. Like you just can't like, and vice versa. Like he couldn't like. I go pick him up one day and like he got pink hair. Like why is his hair pink? Like it's still like even because you're not in a house together. Like it's still things that have to be like communicated.
It's simple common courtesy. It's nothing to send a text. Hey, listen, we think about doing this, or he gonna do this, or she gonna do this. That's it.
Yeah, but in the context of like, in that situation though, like if you. What if she just like redid the braids?
Break. That's fine.
Like, but right. So what if like is the girl more mad because like his girlfriend did it, or like is because it's a hairstyle I don't like? Because that's really what it would
I
come
don't
down
even know
to.
if it's neither. Like the way Aaron said it don't sound like it's neither of those things.
Like,
I thought y'all said new hairstyle.
well, like she just did her hair. Like I don't know what her hair looked like before that. She's a little kid. All little kids wear is braids and beads. Her hair was in braids and beads. Like I don't know a little like outside of like little.
But
puff
if she
balls
went and it wasn't in braids or beads, and then she came back in braids or beads, yeah. But if she just redid it to like refreshing it, then no.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Done with the hairstyle stuff. Please take us away.
Hey yo, please take us away. So, do you want to talk about the creepy guy who cornered the girl in the water park?
Yeah, so it was a scenario video on Instagram where a guy was going up the steps to a water slide at a water park that was enclosed, and a little girl that's like maybe like 8, 7 was going up the step as well, and she was trying to go first, and then he like stopped her, was like, "Can I go down before you? Can I go down before you?" And the video shows her starting to go down the slide and him bracing himself in the slide, like not going down as she was coming down, and then the video go off, and it just,
Who's recording this video?
like I said, it's more of like a little cinematic
Okay.
scenario, but it
Like
was just,
a dramatized video.
yeah,
Okay.
and it made me want to bring to the pod, like, that's all it takes is a small, you think you just, my kid at the water park, we at Donny Park or whatever, and hey, go get on the slide, I'll be down here when you get done. And
Yeah,
it's
your
like,
kid don't come out the slide.
or they don't come out the slide, or they come down the slide and they were touched or something. You know what I mean? That's all it takes is that, like, we just have like this carelessness or like this lack of like attention to detail with something as small as, hey, the man just asked can he go before me, but we don't think like the man could turn around and just be in the slide for an extra 30 seconds fondling your daughter. You know what I mean? I just wanted to,
Like he Spider-Man his way into the
like,
slide.
he was like bracing himself. I don't even know how you would stop yourself in the slide.
No, we with our kids. Just like I said about the Halloween. We going up all rides. Even if I don't go up down the ride, I'm assisting my kid.
What if he in the tunnel already though?
See, that's different than Bull really wanted that.
Yo, Bull really wanted this crazy.
But he ain't gonna try that if he see me.
Right, if he see you up top,
Yeah.
okay, right.
He only approached the little girl or had the interaction with the little girl because she was by herself.
All right,
Yeah.
that makes. Yo, Bull really wanted that.
Bull really wanted it. It's nasty.
It's
yo.
sick, yo. Yeah, I never even thought of like nothing like somebody being Spider-Man perched inside of the.
Cause that's some weird. Cause it's weird. It's weird, bro.
Gosh, what a weird time. Yo,
But it'd be like that little brief second. It'd be like, yo, I took my eye off my kid. They went in a slide that would have took 10 seconds. It took them 50 seconds to get out. And now she forever scarred to go down the slide or be without her parents. It's all it took is that this. How many mindless 50 seconds we not watching our kids a day? They're like we
Hopefully
just,
it's not in group settings. Hopefully you way more attentive when you around a whole lot of people.
Yeah, facts. Like that's why we was talking about the bathroom thing. Let your kid go to the bathroom by themselves.
It's a negative.
no. It just, the bathroom thing was like the most eye-opening thing to me because, like I said, like you be places in public, like you be in the store, we be in Ross, we be in TJ Maxx, just run in the bathroom. You just be so mindless on like,
Yeah.
because you know the priority is like you don't want your kid to wet themselves, they don't want them to have an accident. It'd be like that'd be more important than like, let me make sure they're actually safe when they using the restroom.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. I mean, like, especially like with the smaller kids, but then like your kids get older, you be trying to like give them all this freedom. Like I be like letting the kids go in the stores by themselves and stuff. Like I be like outside, but like or you could go in like 7-Eleven or Wawa, like, and I just be outside. But they like teenagers kind of. But like even like I had let Nadi go to the Wawa one day. To get, she was just going to get her snacks. Like I ain't about to go in there, so she could just go in there. But she came back like, the bull in line tried to talk to me.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
you see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, now we might just have to just go in the Wawa and punch on something. But it's like, like he was like a kid. Like no, she was like he was like an adult.
Nah.
Like,
And which is
like,
really a shame. You can't send your
she's 13.
12-year-old, 13-year-old to
Right.
go into the store to get snacks without being harassed. Nah.
Like it's nasty. Like it's goofy.
And it's crazy when you think about I remember going to the store by myself as early as
Right.
like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, going to Boink.
or Kim's.
Facts. I remember. I mean,
Yeah, we
I
just
remember going to the store by myself early, and you can't even send
we
your.
just in
You
different-
can't even be outside in the car and send your daughter into the store.
Yeah, we just in different times, bro.
But I think I talked about it before. I think when Mill was on here, Mill had us going like to Broad Street from Tasca to pay his renter center bills for his furniture and stuff.
Bro,
Like we
bro,
was
my
doing,
mom used to send me to 9th Street, bro, on the bus. I need you. I'm gonna be at work. I need you to go get the stuff from 9th Street, or I need you to go get the stuff from Walmart.
like the meat
And I
market
was
center.
young. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I was young. You can't do that today.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my kids on the bus and just be like, yo, navigate the city and go do a run an errand for me. Like I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah, not today.
But we definitely used to.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a fact.
But
we
what was the blanketed like safety in us doing it before? Was it wrong before, or is it just wrong now? Is it just the time now? Like
I was about to
the
say, I don't
time.
think it's not wrong. It's just
not safe.
The time
Right.
is different. People are different. Like it was
right.
more
People
like,
are different.
Yeah, people are like, and I know like we see a lot more now because it's like internet, so it's like access. But like some of the stuff that you see that happens now, you be like, how? Like what? Like it's just like it's things that happen today that we've never seen happen. Not even seen. You didn't even like hear happen as like kids, like or like before.
And that's all because of the access.
Right.
Because most of that stuff don't happen to you, and you've never heard it happen in your neighborhood, but you see it. So if I see it happen in Green Bay,
Somewhere,
Wisconsin,
then now
or if I
I'm-
see, then now it's a possibility
it
that
can
can happen here. So
So
I'm
you
not
think we
gonna
was
do it.
ignorant?
Yes. Yes.
So it
We was
wasn't
just
really safe, or
uninformed.
we just wasn't informed.
Right.
So if it's just like, oh, all right, cool.
Right.
Ignorance is bliss. So, fellas, I seen this video of a white guy talking to his dad. He was telling a story about how he got this girl pregnant on their first date, and then the dad was like, "You know, your mom's gonna kill you." So his dad basically coached him through like how to go about it to eventually break the news to his mom. And he was like, "Yo, just bring her around, make sure they go out on lunch dates, and get her to like her, and then just like." Be like, yo, mom, we didn't know, but she been pregnant all this time, and like broke it to her after like 6 months. And she's like, oh my God, I wish I would have knew sooner. And like, and my point of even like when to talk about it is like, it's some things that only a dad or another man can really coach you through, you know. And sometimes it's like the experience of like handling your mom or handling women.
Right.
And I just wanted to throw that out on the table. Is it anything in particular that you feel like your dad or another man helped you get through that you wouldn't have been able to do it? Because like that's some real super dad. Like he knew his wife and he knew how he felt about her son, you know what I mean, to coach him through that.
I don't think I got enough. Like
I don't think I got nothing either.
yeah, like I don't. And you, Ern's probably like the same as me. Like I always, like as a kid, like I always was closer to my mom than my dad. Like so, like it was easier for me to talk to my mom out the bat anyway than like talk to my dad. So like we was always like I think I told my mom first like when I was having a kid.
Is there a so I'm highlighting the savvy that Pops has there, like
It is like
is there a savvy amongst fathers or dads like that that wisdom?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I just
100%.
don't think like as me as a kid, like my pop ever did. But like I
he
play
was-
interference for the kids all the time. Like I see like something about to go left, and I'm like, yo, you know, like your mom gonna trip on that. Like let's not like do that, or like I play interference for that all the time. Like I could see it before you know like it's gonna happen. Like you know that's gonna be a problem. Like I know that's gonna be an issue.
Is that something that like as younger dads, do you think that like we acquire it, or like is it learned? It just the wisdom just come out? Like how do
I think it's natural instinct.
Yeah.
it's natural?
It's natural.
And you
instinct.
know your girl. Like you know like
you know all women.
yeah, right, that too. Like, you know, but you know, like, how, like, something is going to, like, you, like, even, like, when you dealing with Vanya, like, you know things that are going to trigger her. So, like, if you seen Manny doing something, like, and you know, like, this is going, like, say she was, like, OCD, and, like, you get yelled at for leaving the dishes in the sink, then Manny come, and, like, he just leaving dishes in the sink, like, you going to be like, bro, don't leave the dishes in the sink because I know that's a thing. Like, it's just certain things like if you know he know his mom, well, his wife was gonna look at his son like, you got her pregnant on the first date and all. Like, he knows those things are gonna be an issue. So like now we gonna play interference. Like, I just never, like I said, like I never really like me personally. I never had to like go to my dad to like play interference between like those situations. Like, I would just go right to my mom, like, stupid me.
My my dad was like different, you know. My dad was like this dad wisdom that I'm highlighting right now, this savvy that dad's had. My dad had it on him the whole time I knew him. It was like super majestic. It was like yo, like why you this wise, and like he had that aura to everyone, you know what I mean? Like Sasha mom looks at him the same way, neighbors, you know, extended family members, extended people that had to like come live with us in different periods of hardship.
Right.
It was always, man, I gotta go sit down and talk to Mr. Lewis. It was always this, let me run this, like he was like a filter. Let me run through Mr. Lewis.
Because he's
You know what I
old,
mean?
dog.
And it's like, and I feel, you know, granted, I got him as a dad and had him for the 22 years I had him, but I didn't have him to, you know, use him how
Right.
other people got to use it. But I knew he had that majestic thing about him, and like people would be like, "Yo, your dad like got like a ninth grade education. He like really like a real self-taught person.
Life experience,
You
bro.
know, entrepreneurship, was a landlord, carpenter by trade with his hands. Like he had a lot of like little skills for somebody they ain't go to school for. You know,
You be on this planet long enough. Like, that's how
Yeah.
you like figure it out. Like, me and my dad got close though. Like, when he got like I got older. Like, it was like a different appreciation. Like, we was having different. Like, you have different talks. Like, I'm sure like you had different talks with your dad. Like, Aaron, like today. Like, it's just like you once at a certain point, like it kind of shift. Like, you kind of like I was still like young and ignorant for a long time. Like I said, like I would just like I'm gonna just run into the wall head first. Like, I'm not gonna ask you first. Like, I'm more of like, let me hit my head and then like I'm gonna ask you how to fix it. I'm never gonna be like I never used to think like, yeah, I should ask my dad advice on this first. Like, I'm like, maybe I should just put these two wires together and see what happens. And if it catch on fire or explode, then I'm gonna go ask you how you make it right. Like, it was like that. But yeah, like I always had all them tough conversations with my mom. Like, I remember the first time like I got burnt. Real rap. I remember the first time I got burnt, and I'm like, I went to my mom. I didn't even go to my pop. I'm like, Mom, when I go to the bathroom, like, it's a little funny. Like, some stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of discharge. A little bit of discharge. And I ended up going to her doctor. Like, I ain't like the first time I got burnt. Like, I ain't go to the clinic or nothing. Like, she took me to her primary care doctor, and they checked it out and got me the pills. And
yo, is it when you get like STD tested, is it always awkward for y'all like to be in them situations to like get that stuff done?
Nah.
100%.
100%, bro. Yeah, I feel the same way.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Why? How is it awkward?
Because it's awkward.
It's awkward to be in there getting tested, even though it's the right
Like the pee in the cup?
to like
to wait for the results.
yeah, wait for the results to be in the room and everybody just in this room like, damn, what you got going on? Like, you know, everybody gets kind of in this room waiting
bro.
to be
See,
seen.
you know me, I'm real. Like, I don't really care. Like, I used to just walk into Planned Parenthood. Like, man, y'all know what's up.
Yeah, that's just you.
Yeah,
I promise you, it's not like that for nobody else.
What about when they sitting there asking you questions like, yo, how many partners you been with in the last year, week?
Don't be awkward, man. Listen,
I was taking out these holes.
only thing you don't do in the Planned Parenthood is like try to talk to something.
Right.
That's it. That's the only thing.
Don't bag nothing.
Don't bag nothing out the Planned Parenthood. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I had a terrible experience. I think I don't know if I told this here, but I was messing with a girl, and she was like, yo, before we do anything, I just want us to both be clean. You know, that was like a little wave they was on post-college. So anyway, I'm going to get tested just to bring her back the papers because we trying to take the relationship to the next level. And I go to, it was a clinic on Snyder in 25th under the bridge where the 79 go. And like that's John, like it was like right next to like Wilson Projects.
I know exactly where you're talking about.
And it was like a terrible mistake to go there because, you know, I'm fresh out of college. I'm thinking I'm somebody, you know, I got this thing about me, but I'm walking there, snapback, white tee, Chucks on, jeans. And I guess I look like every other person that comes into the clinic. So I get called back. Hey, I just want to do like a full testing. Boom, 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 boom. And it was a black doctor, and she was like young. Let's say she was like 38, 40, and they go through all the questions. How many partners you've been with? It's all awkward, super awkward, answering all the questions. She get down. She like, yo, level of education. I say, bachelor's degree. All of something is all this eye contact. Oh, where did you go to school? And it was like her whole thing flipped from like you just being another black dude in here needing the STD test to like, oh, you educated. And it was like, she looked me in my eyes. She like seen who I was. Like she could just see through my white tee and snapback all or something. It was extremely awkward, but it's already awkward to be in here like, yo, check and see if I'm good down there. It's checking. That's already an awkward position to be in, let alone you ain't got no respect for me prior to me saying like I went to school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was like one of the worst. But it was always, even when I went to Planned Parenthood for the same things, it was always like tense and like weird feeling in them places.
Y'all be feeling weird, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Maybe because like I said, like the first time like I tell my mom she had to take me to the doctor. So like that was probably the most invasive time I ever had to go. But mind you, I'm like 16 maybe at the time. Like this was before LOU DRE got here. Like I'm like it's early in the game. I'm like 16, something like that.
Right.
They actually had to swab me.
Oh man.
So like I had to like go take your pants off, whatever. They had the little Q-tip because they had to like swab it.
That's all
They
crazy.
swabbed it to check it. So it was like every time after that, like I've never got that done before. Like I just go and I pee in the cup, they take your blood for the HIV test, that's it. So every other time after that was just like, oh, it's regular. You just pee in the cup, take the blood test. Wow.
But it ain't regular though.
It's mad regular.
It's regular to you.
No,
It ain't
To
regular.
me, mad regular.
No,
Mad regular.
I didn't even mean to go down this rabbit hole of like, clinics and all that. You got something, bro?
No.
I'm over here looking like, do he want me to pass the rock to him? You ever, he in the corner like,
in the corner,
he in the corner like, don't pass the rock to me.
No.
That's the guy.
No, but I wanted to,
Said no Ray Allen over here.
listen, bro. We were talking about the dad Savy. I wanted to ask, like, because you mentioned your mom. Do we revere moms in that same light that they got this majestic, like all knowledge? Do people look at moms the same way that I just gave you an example of how I looked at my dad? Like mom just have all this wisdom. She just knew all this stuff. I'm gonna bring her all these issues. She gonna know what to do.
Yes, but not with everything. It's in specific situations with the mom.
Yeah.
Like, just like you said, especially with a mom with her son, she got a little bit more patient. She got a little bit more, like, savvy with her son, but not with everything. You can't take everything to mom. You got to know what to take to your mom.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, man. We're gonna move right along. I seen this video of this young black kid. It was in like black and white video. And the kid was like, man, I just like felines. And the kids is at the playground making fun of me and my felines. And he was like, I had to tell the kids at the playground, it's not about what's on the outside, it's about what's on the inside. And young boy was giving it up. He like 8, 9, 10 years old. He giving it up. He like, I had to say it's what's inside your brain and not what's you're wearing. And he was just saying like, people these days are just so materialistic. And I was just like, there's no way that this is coming from an 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid. But just bringing it all the way back, how do you feel about like the youth being so materialistic? Even though I'm not wearing no felines, I don't care.
I mean, they had like a little run like last year, like 2 years, like last year. It was like last year they had like a little run. Everybody was rocking them jump. I mean, you just gotta be like hip with it. Sometimes you just gotta like duck certain situations, like
ducking it means that we care about what we wearing though, right?
Yeah, because like
So-
I don't want this to be like one day like Nadia had before like she was mad young. She might have been like kindergarten or something, and like she had like some kangaroos. And the kids at school was like teasing her for the kangaroos, and after that, like it was Nike everything, but it was just like you just gotta like.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't even know what kangaroos was.
They sneaks. They was like
You knew what
like
they
little
was?
Sneaks. Yeah, they kangaroos, cuz like they just, cause like they just like little sneaks. So it'd be the same as like some Buzz Lightyear glow up sneaks, like them jumpers.
Yeah.
And it was just like No, because like now you got to go to school and you got to worry about getting teased. Like sometimes that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you got to duck the smoke. Like you got to like how we said like you got to be forward thinking in a situation. Like you got to think like, man, if I put these things on my kids, like it's like their peers going to tease them. Now it's a distraction.
What if you can't afford it?
Then your kids gonna be getting teased.
Yeah, you do the best you can.
Yeah, or you like finesse it, or you don't. Instead of like, I might not get the kangaroos, but if I can't get you the Air Maxes, I might get you the off-brand Nike swooshes. Like at least you got some swooshes on your joint. You know what I'm saying? They got cheaper Nikes on the sale.
Oh
I just can't get you the $200 joints. But you gotta like limit the distraction of like yo, like they gonna pick on your kids for these things. Like that's like been like all eternity. Like you gotta, especially now, like depending on where you at, like that's like one of the best things that like Philadelphia public schools did when they implemented the uniforms.
To take away.
Yeah, it takes away that everybody gonna get dickies, and then you was getting teased for the boys that had the slim dickies that didn't have the double knees with the cell phone pockets in the back.
Kids gonna find something.
Exactly. Like yo, why your dickies don't got the double knees? Like you mean they don't got the cell phone pocket in the back? They was getting teased for that. Like you gotta you just gotta.
Yo, Philly might have like put Dickie cells on a beam when we was going to high
fact.
school.
But you know what I'm saying? But you gotta you just like it's just ways of like avoiding. Like me and Aaron was talking the other day. Like Aaron was calling me talking about like cause Lodge getting older, so now like Lodge wear like grown men size and like butters. So Aaron was like, is the hiker still? Is the beef and broccoli
I'm like,
still?
can I get him some beef and broccoli? Like, is that cool enough?
Right,
Because I don't want to embarrass him if it's not.
right.
Like,
crazy.
Is it cool?
That's a fact. Because it's like you mean? Like, do I gotta go spend this? Like, or can I just substitute it with this? Like, or is they gonna be clowning him for them Jones? Like, I can't have you sitting out here getting clowned.
I think I bought Manny some red and white 12s. I think they 12s. Like the half white and then the other side.
Cherry joint.
Yeah. I just bought him some of those just because I never did it. And I was trying to attempt to get matching ones, but they didn't have my size in them. So I had to settle for some white and gray 13s, Jordans. but my point of getting them was because his mom had walked in with like some, like you said, like some, I don't know what they was, like you said, some Buzz Lightyears or some felines or something. Like I just wanted the kids in kindergarten to know that like,
You like,
right.
nah, I gotta hold my man
Yeah.
down.
yeah, like you got some Jordans and some nice Nikes at home. Like, don't get it messed up. His mom be trying to send him in here with that real modest shoe wear.
Yeah, no,
know what I mean?
because then cause like I said, then it turns into something else, and like I can't. Nah, like you're not about to just be getting.
And she was so
teased.
hype about the modest Buzz Lightyears. I was just like, yo,
It's
like
a negative. Not putting these
Yeah,
Jones on.
today is different though, man. These kids and
Man, it's a fashion show. They know everything. They want
you see
Fair
kids going to
Guy,
school with
Yeezys,
$500 sneakers,
Essentials, Balenciaga,
$1,000 sneakers. Kids wasn't going to
Yeah.
school with no $1,000 sneakers when we was in school.
yo, they were still robbing people for sneakers and stuff when I was young. You know what I mean?
I don't even think they're getting robbed now.
No,
That's crazy.
Or like when we was real young, they was like, you know, they would try to like dirty up your nice stuff, like scuff your jaw, put
That's
a marker
hate.
through it. Yeah, they
Yeah,
would try
that's
to.
hate.
Yeah.
different
Do you think like this over emphasis on like material stuff would be better suited if we was to place that energy in like schoolwork, or because you know that's another thing that's a trend is like the average kid don't read on their reading level. The average kid can't do math on they math level, but like you said, they got Balenciaga shoes on. That's half a man.
I think as a whole, yes, but you can't count for anything as a whole.
Right.
You can only control what you control.
Right.
So if your kid's in an environment where out of 30 kids, 23 of them is having a fashion show, then that's what it is. You can't do nothing about it. Unless them 23 parents is gonna put the energy in
To
like
schoolwork,
you,
yeah.
yeah, then it don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Plus, it's just and not to like blame everything on like the educators, but a lot of that falls back on that more so than just the attention being focused on like fashion. Because you got to think like people that come from money, kids is fly every day, and they going to private schools doing whatever, and they smart. Like they getting educated in the proper
It's
way.
not a distraction.
It's not a distraction. They fly. They got money. They fly. It ain't really that. It's more so like how things is just taught. Like I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and it was just like the technology is like hindering the kids. And I'm like, I don't even think the technology is hindering the kids more so than it is the application of the technology. Because like we always had calculators and stuff. But you know, like when we took tests, we couldn't use a calculator.
Right.
Now these kids can. So like it's the technology isn't handicapping them more so than the fact that it's being allowed to. The technology actually should make it better if you use it properly. Like they got kids in class and they on the laptops or the tablets, but they on other sites. They not on the sites they need to be on. But you got to think we come from public schools sharing textbooks. Now imagine if we all had the little tablets, you'll have a textbook on the tablet. Now maybe if you don't allow them to be on the internet and on doing certain things, it's not really the technology itself more so than how like these things are being applied that's making the kid like they don't got handwriting no more. Me and Aaron talked about that recently.
They discontinued cursive too. Like how
Right,
they put the sign for their checks.
Exactly. So when
You sign for your check in print.
right, so when you get into these reading level things, basic math things, concepts, and all of those things conceptually, it's the way this stuff is being taught versus, oh, they just worried about their clothes and they worried about this. And I take that back to how they're being taught, bro.
I don't know, bro. I hear you, but the application wouldn't be there without the technology. So just like you said, we use textbooks and writing. We went to the computer lab to use the computer, and that was maybe once a day.
Facts.
We was all in front of the computer. But the accessibility just makes it what it is. These kids wouldn't be on these other sites if they never had the technology to begin with.
Yeah, but the technology is. Imagine like you know how hard it was when we was doing reports and stuff back in the day. Like you got to go look through all these books. You might got to find the right book.
Yeah, but it built character though.
Cool. Now you can make the most fire report of your life. Easy.
And the AI can write it for you.
You don't even need the AI to write it. What I'm saying is like Google is right there, so you can get all the information you need right here. Your report gonna be fire. You just got to the source faster, and you got millions of sources right here. Versus all the information I got on whatever. Say I'm doing something on the Arctic Circle.
I don't think it's fire though.
All the information I got is on this. Is only in this book right here. When I could get the information from anywhere.
I hear you, but I believe you like mashing the times. That same report would have been fired 15, 20 years ago, but today everybody's report.
Everybody got the same
yes,
report.
Yes, everybody got the same access, so everybody's report gonna look the same. Now, if that kid 15, 20 years ago went all out and went to multiple sources, you could tell.
Right.
You could tell. They go to the front. You could tell they didn't use that one book.
So you think the shortcut is hurting them?
Yes.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
Yes.
Yeah, citing sources and finding different issued sources is like a skill, you know, instead of just pulling
I mean,
up
but
what
you
Google-
still got to do that even when you do it online. You got to cite the sources.
You got to think about it. The reason why things is coming up searchable is just because of word phrases. It's not really, ain't got nothing to do with like, is it like true or not? Like you could pull up Black Lives
You can
Matter.
find
and
anything
it
to
could be
support
anything, right?
any point.
On the internet.
Yeah.
It
Any
doesn't-
point, any way you can find things to support it.
That's a fact.
No, it goes back to my mindset of like, do y'all believe like the teachers are like the standalone educators of our kids? That I think that's why me and my wife are so personable and like really on teaching the kids at home, because I don't want to leave it all over. Like, you know how you real big to be like, yo, that's the educator's fault. Well, it's good to be like, well, good thing I'm an educator for the kid too. It is not that they're just getting it from one place. You know, the kids are in a book club.
Yeah, but I'm not an educator, so like, I can teach you some things that I know.
Yeah.
But this is why I say the educator versus at home. You're versed in what you know. You're versed in the studies that you have. You're versed in your job. You're versed in what you know. If
we could all do what our kid level is right now. Like I think high school is going to be where we kind of
okay,
like
right, and
off.
that's the point I'm making. That's where we go.
So when my wife say we're our kids' first teachers, is because what you teaching? How to add, subtract, how to read, how to break down words.
The basics. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I just don't think the ownership should just, because if we know that the education system is a failed system, it's failing everybody. So I'm gonna just put my kid through the failing system that I know been failing because it failed us and it's failed the people before us. And it's like, yo, where is the intervention.
But it don't fail at every turn, bro. Like it's like we've been to some schools where like the teachers was decent, where like the educators were decent, bro. Like like, and the plan is to put your kids in an environment where the educators are decent.
I was about to say that's where you gotta take. You control where your kid go to school.
Yeah.
They all not failing.
What about, all right, so you in this bad neighborhood, you know the school bad, are you going to make the difference? This is kind of the conversation I had with Kadeem. It's like, all right, you in the school district.
Are you going to bridge the gap?
Are you going to bridge the gap? You got to think about it. Like, I don't even know how good or bad Manny School is, but we already paved the road that if it ain't shortcoming, if it ain't no shortcoming, then it's just extra, right? It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's not a problem, right? It's just more. I like the fact that he's learning stuff that he's seen before. It's not his first time learning it. I think that's an advantage. I wish I had that in sports. I'd probably been D1 if it wasn't my first time experiencing it so late. So, many advantage is not that he's super bright. It's just that, hey, I've been seeing numbers since 2. Hey, I've been doing this since this age. And now this is, like, Manny's far past the kindergarten curriculum to go to first grade right now.
Right.
And school started a month and a half ago. 2 months ago.
True. But that's right. But that's just the little base. That's the basic head start that we start with. Yeah. I'm more so speaking to like once we further down the road, like you're not versed in everything else that you mean like unless you're gonna go study it. So that's where the educators come into play. Like you don't study like Jim's a chemist. Like you're not a chemist, bro. So like you can't teach him chemistry. Like it's certain things that like we gonna have to rely on the educators to be able to do their job.
I just think I need more bridge gappers.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I'm not mad at that.
We need more bridge gappers. We need more people that like y'all two were 2 dads that I heard for the first time in a long time to say I sit down and do homework with the kids.
Yeah,
you know, I had my goddaughter at one point at the house, and she's 8, and she was under this impression like she like how we did the spelling, help her study her spelling words with her at our house.
Right.
You know, versus I guess with her regular parents. There was a difference. It was a yin and yang on that, and I was just a godparent. Right. So like sometimes it's the level of attention, the expertise doesn't have to, because a tutor isn't an expert in everything that they're tutoring either. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it just to me is more of a hands-on thing instead of being like, yo, the system just fell on us and like all right, the system broke and then what's the alternative?
But I don't think nobody really letting the like us. I can only speak for us in here. I don't think you're gonna let the system fail your kids.
I'm not. Yeah.
Like letting the system fail. Like, see, it's a lot. When you talk about the education system failed your kid, you have also failed your kid.
I was about to say, where's your onus in that?
Yeah, like that's and I'm not what I'm saying is like I just as you said as being a bridge, we're reinforcing these things, but I needed to be taught in an effective way that they're gonna understand it. Like.
Also, COVID was a problem, too. I think the kids that are coming from that COVID wave are struggling the most in school right now, too.
I mean, I agree with that. But so what I'm trying to say is, like, if your kid come home...
Yeah, we had to find the right school for my son. After he left kindergarten, he went to a school, wasn't it?
Right.
Went to another school. We could see that school this year is behind what he was last year.
Right.
Level-wise. So we can't do that. We're not leaving him here to struggle or for us to make those complaints.
Right.
It's time to take him out, and we had to find the right school.
Yeah.
And that's our job. And once we found the right school and got him on the right level, then Now, if something continues after that, then we gotta address it again.
Yeah, you just gotta be observant.
You gotta take some responsibility too.
Yeah, like Ernst said, like it go both ways. So like if your kid come home and they report cards is messed up, like you're gonna see that. How long are you gonna let that go on before you decide to like get them help? Like you just gonna let them get F's and D's and just be like, oh, the system failed? Like no, you're gonna have to intervene, jump in, do something, and vice versa. Like Dre was going to a school at one point, he was getting all A's. Like everything was like 95s and up, and it was like, all right, that's just too easy. Like. It's not like, oh, you smart, but like that's way too easy. So like now we're gonna put you in a school that's gonna be more challenging. Let's challenge you, like, cause it's people that rest on those laurels. Like, oh, my son is just getting all A's, but the school is trash.
That's me at James Alcorn.
So
and then I went to Newman, and it was hard. I was an average student at Newman. Like I was like a B student at Newman. Versus
same thing with me with Alcorn. When I went to Parkway, it's different. Right. Now you got kids who was the top at the middle schools too, and we all in here. Can you rise to the top then?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Definitely environmental.
Yeah, so you got to pay attention to it both ways.
It's a good topic, man. I didn't mean to even stay that long, but finishing up our topics, dad teaches his daughter how to use, I forget which one is that. Is that a bulldozer, the one with it can dig up the dirt? Tractor?
Like a backhoe type thing?
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
With the claw looking thing.
Yeah, the equipment, machinery with the claw.
It's a backhoe.
Yeah, so she was sitting on her dad's lap, and she was like 11 years old or 10, 11 years old, and she could do it. Digging and lifting and turning and just talking about like a different education. You know how you said just teach your expertise?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
It was something good to see that, like, you know, she wasn't just dancing or singing or playing a sport. You know, she was out here using machinery as a young lady. That was kind of hard.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, if you got it to give, you got to give it. Like, you're not just about to die with all this information, bro. That's a big, like, that's more so what you like alluding to, like when you reference like your dad. Yeah. Like you feel like he left with like all this information you just didn't get from him.
Bro, all these little knickknacks in the house, Dad would have fixed them Jones, or he would have had me in there fixing them.
Yeah, so if you got it, you just got to give it.
Or taught me, I'm trying to say. New dad tip of the day. I thought of this. It's okay if you can't ball out of control every Christmas for your kids. And I think it's important because we want like our kids to have so much. And I think it's a tip to like give yourself grace as a father and be like, man, I only could do 200 in toys this year. I can't do 600, you know, whatever the amount is for you. So just giving the new dads a tip, like it's okay. They're like, your car broke down in December. Old head was just in here saying how like his hot water tank burst, you know, the day after Thanksgiving.
Random.
You know, and now that might affect your ability to make Christmas come through for the kids, and that's a part of like just life. So like, give yourself grace if you can't. You only could do 1 or 2 gifts or whatever. You know what I mean? Give yourself grace. Dear LOU DRE, this is from our faithful listener Jim. How do you stop the kids from snooping through their Christmas gifts in the house?
How do you stop it?
Yeah, how do you stop it?
I don't think you do stop it.
No, I got
you
a
gonna
solution.
wrap with some fake gifts?
No, I'm gonna threaten them. Like, yo, if you come in here and find these joints, they going back to where they came from.
And you're not gonna
I'm about to do that work though.
No, because he's not gonna take it back, and they know he's not gonna take it back.
That's a fact. I don't think you can stop
it, bro.
You can't stop it.
I don't think so.
Nah, you can't stop. The only thing that you
unless you got the ultimate hiding spot that they ain't gonna find it,
right?
Then I don't think you can.
Nah, the only thing you might curtail it is like, and that might not even cause as a kid, bro, you want everything. Like if you maybe gave him a gift early to like quell the, and cause it's a lot of anxiety in that, bro. Like it's a lot of like you fill out the list. I want to know if my parents gonna get it, and then like. My mom and them used to like as an adult, I've never put the gifts out before Christmas. Like Christmas Eve, the gifts get put under the tree. My mom and them used to have them Jones sitting under there for weeks. So like now we like shaking the stuff. We like sizing it up, like sizing the box. Like that looked like a PlayStation.
Listen, you just unwrap it and wrap it back.
Like, oh no, bro, I can't unwrap it and wrap it back.
See, I had older siblings and cousins. So what? Like, they send the little kids to do, like, recon.
Right.
Like, go peek. Go, I mean, just tear the box a little, tear the paper.
Corner.
Yeah, a little bit. See if you could. And that's just what I don't think you can stop it.
Yeah, you can't stop it.
I don't think you can stop it.
Yeah, you can't stop it, bro.
Bro, I was discovering all the gifts as a youngster, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not even by accident. Like, damn, she got the new Dreamcast. That joint hanging from the ceiling in the basement. They got put a hole in the bag. Like, oh, that's a Dreamcast. We hype. Be about to be on my best behavior.
Nah, that's real.
All right, guys, and it's been real. We want to announce that we're gonna have a
little hiatus. We'll be back way sooner this time than the last time.
We want to start, taking care of ourselves a little bit better. So we want to do a planned like month off for the holidays and a planned month off after Father's Day, just to give us. So that'll be an 8-week total yearly for 4 weeks per each break. So we'll be back middle of January. So everybody have a happy holidays and a
safe
happy
holidays.
New Year.
Be
blessings
safe.
to your families. Make sure you take care of the kids. Enjoy that quality time. If you get time off from work, if you don't, try to find some time. And we thank y'all for rocking with us for 2 years, man.
Until next time.
Until next time. Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful, and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad.
More than a dad. More than a dad.